Welcome inside the Fantasy Sports Network studios. I'm Hannah Nordman for Hot Roster Now. There was plenty going on this weekend with the NFL Combine in full swing, as well as NBA and NHL teams jockeying for playoff positions coming down the home stretch. So I'm here to break down my winners and losers of the weekend. The NFL Combine took place this weekend, and with an island on the line, all eyes were on the 40-yard dash. All you had to do was break Chris Johnson's long-standing record of 4.24 seconds. Well, Washington Huskies wide receiver John Ross did just that with a blazing fast 4.22, and the island talk started swirling. But just one problem: he did it wearing Nikes. Don't feel too bad for the guy, though. His draft stock just went way up, and when asked why he didn't wear Adidas to even try to win the island, he said, "I can't really swim that well, and I don't have a boat." That's a fair statement. Nike took advantage by signing Ross to the Nike family with a congratulatory tweet that read, "On an island all by yourself. Record broken." A couple other notable winners this weekend include presumptive first overall pick Myles Garrett and Jabril Peppers. The 6'5", 270-pound Garrett posted a 4.64 40-yard dash, benched 33 reps, and posted a 41-inch vertical jump, the second best of any defensive lineman at the Combine over the past 10 years. Meanwhile, the much smaller Peppers at 5'11", 213 pounds, ran a 4.46, had a broad jump of 10 feet 8 inches, and a vertical of 35.5 inches. He's already had comparisons to the Jaguars' Jalen Ramsey's game and the Chiefs' Eric Berry's Combine stats. Wherever these guys end up, they'll be making their future teams very happy. Now, being the social media person for a professional sports franchise is a big job. You have to break information, engage with fans, and deal with Twitter trolls. But their jobs get about 100 times harder when their team is bad. Like really bad. Like Colorado Avalanche bad. Luckily, whoever runs that account is a real professional. They've somehow managed to come up with new and refreshing ways to tweet that their team is losing. Instead of just writing that the other team had scored, they used emojis to signal the score on Saturday, while on Sunday they resorted to just the word no. Stay strong, Avalanche social media guy. We feel for you. Hey guys, the Knicks are on my winners list. No, it's not for anything they did on the court, although they did manage to keep their game against the Warriors competitive. Off the court, the Knicks indulged the game's purists as the first half of the game was presented without music, video, or in-game entertainment so that the fans could experience the game in its purest form. It's a cool idea and one that I'd like to experience for myself, although the lack of music did make for some awkward player intros, and the move was generally seen as a positive one by the basketball community. But not everyone was a fan of this forward-thinking move. Kristaps Porzingis admitted he wasn't a fan, saying it was a little weird. Meanwhile, Draymond Green roasted the decision, saying, quote, "That was pathetic. It was ridiculous. They need to trash that because that's exactly what it was." And finally, my favorite story of the weekend, and one I put way too much thought into. Recently retired Arian Foster thinks he would win in a fight with a wolf one-on-one. He pled his case, too, for anyone who doesn't believe him. He starts with the weight argument, stating wolves are what, 180, 200 pounds tops? According to Google, an average male gray wolf only grows to about 110 pounds, maxing out around the 175 mark. He then points out the wolf's lack of opposable thumbs. He's not afraid of the razor-sharp teeth and claws. Finally, a wolf's inability to read is what seals the deal in Foster's mind. I'm not so sure it would be as easy as he makes it out, but one-on-one, given the right setting, he makes a compelling case. There's 4 games on the ice and 12 games on the court that'll make up tonight's Hot Roster cards, and for those of you who don't know what Hot Roster is, check it out. Go to HotRoster.com, download the app, give it a try. It's like no other fantasy game you've ever played. And then for help winning the game, check out Hot Roster today with Cam Stewart and Gary and Thorne every weekday at 4:30 Eastern on the Fantasy Sports Network and 6:30 Eastern on Game TV. For Hot Roster Now, I'm Hannah Nordman.